live in Sanford, Florida, and with me here in Atlanta, Paige Pate, a criminal defense attorney. Welcome to both of you.
Good morning.
Good morning. Okay, let's start with you, Paige. So they're going to talk to this neighbor who went out to investigate what was going on. Nobody's really heard from him yet, or only very little from him. He didn't call 911, but he had the flashlight and he confronted George Zimmerman that night. What do you expect him to say?
Well, I think this is a very important witness for the prosecution because I think this witness will come in as mostly an objective witness, not with any particular bias, not with any particular agenda, and I think the jury will pay very careful attention to what this witness has to say.
All right, obviously the defense is looking at something, so I'm going to go to you, defense attorney Paige Pate. What are they doing, you think?
Well, I've never had a criminal trial where there wasn't some sort of technical difficulty with playing evidence, so this is fairly common. You had asked earlier about the quality of the videotape. You know, we've had a lot of surveillance tapes introduced in trials that I've participated in, and the quality is usually very poor. But what is critically important is it can often corroborate what a witness says. Was someone running? How did someone appear? Is it a large person? Is it a small person? What's the color of the jacket? So I doubt we're going to see crystal clear evidence of what happened, but maybe enough to corroborate some of the other witnesses.
I'm just thinking about the way defense attorneys cross-examined Rachel Jeantel. It seemed as if they were trying to shake her story that there wasn't very much of, Trayvon Martin running away. So might that give us a clue as to what's going to appear on this video?
It could. As Sonny mentioned, the defense team has seen this surveillance video. They know what's in it. So you would anticipate that the questions they asked the other witnesses would lead into their theory, or at least, introduce the other evidence and their take on that evidence. So yes, I'd expect so.
Video cameras, and now Mr. McKinney has been excused. So, Paige, we probably won't hear, or we won't see the video right at this time, or maybe we will. This next witness is named John Good. I'm not quite sure of the significance of this witness, so we'll wait till they introduce him. But am I right with that, Paige?
You're right. Mr. McKinney was clearly just a foundation witness that they brought in to say, this is the camera, this is the angle, this is when I retrieved it. The judge was not going to allow them to ask him any questions about his opinion about what's on the video.
So Paige, you're a defense attorney. Is the defense celebrating this moment?
Sonny is exactly right, though. It's a difficult choice, but most prosecutors are going to go ahead and call this witness in their case in chief because they know that the jury is going to hear from this witness. Do they present him, or do they let the defense lawyers present him and then suggest that the state was hiding something? But you did notice that the prosecution did at least get from this witness that he was unable to perceive anyone slamming anyone's head into the concrete. So they got one piece of good evidence from him.
To you, Paige Pate. What will the prosecution do or will they just let this witness have his say and move on to the next?
Well, that's what they should do. And again, this is a gift to the defense attorney, and he's taking great advantage of it. Walk through that direct testimony again. Draw it out. Let the jury hear those words come back. Ground and pound. Use words like that to stick in the jury's mind. The prosecutor now needs to go back to his case in chief, start calling other witnesses, and hopefully build his case back up for his